Welcome to Thursday's edition of the Cosmo and Cat Show Fun Size Podcast. A daily dose of awesome audio in 20 minutes or less to make your day a little better.
Warning, blood pressure, I'm choking.
Blood pressure fixing to rise.
Ooh, blood pressure spike in 3, 2, 1. Here's Gary.
I think it's already inappropriate that a teacher would even have a tattoo in the first place. So I think no doubt in my mind, I would let the principal know of the situation and bring up the account. And
wait, are you saying that people with tattoos shouldn't be teachers?
Yeah, I just don't think it's appropriate in a school to have those kind of folks teaching our children.
Those kind of folks. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, what century were you born in? I mean,
oh my God.
And then in what world does ink have anything to do with how good of a teacher a person is?
It has.
And what does those type of people mean, Jack? Oh my gosh.
Those kind of folks teaching our children.
Those kind of folks.
Teachers, what do you think? I guess you can't go to school today. You got that tattoo. You know, that memorial tattoo of your late mother on your wrist? You can't go to school today and can't teach ever again.
I definitely could be a teacher because I have multiple tattoos.
Me too. I'm out. We need to talk to Dean at Living Canvas and see if we can come up with a Gary Sucks tattoo for teachers, right?
Hashtag Gary Sucks.
Call Cosmo and Cat now. 441-Y107.
I'm not a teacher, but I am a school bus driver, and my kids love my tattoos, so Gary can kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Yeah.
I love that term, and I always forget about it. I need to write that down to make sure I use it more.
I am on my way to pick up my daughter, and I was like, I am not getting out of the car. There's more to this.
Unfortunately, he hung up on us, and that was it.
Well, that's because he couldn't come up with a better explanation.
Exactly. He's too busy kicking rocks now. So
Have a good one.
The Cosmo and Cat Show.
Can I just vent for a second? I mean,
sure.
I just got to get it out.
Okay.
And I love the Chiefs. I love them. I will cheer for them with all my heart. But why in the world do they have to take Christmas and Thanksgiving? I mean, I could see either or, but not both.
Yeah, I hear you.
That just doesn't, it's not fair.
3:30 Thanksgiving Day, Chiefs at Cowboys. So it's going to be Cowboys and Indians. And then the Christmas night, 6:15. Cowboys and horses.
That's not
Chiefs and Broncos.
That's not too bad because we do our Christmas during the day.
No, I know, but I understand what you're saying.
But still, other people, I mean, come on.
It's hard enough to schedule all the holidays around when you have blended families and you're trying to get to as many or host or this or that or whatever. And then you're like, oh, yeah, we need to carve out 4 hours for the football game, too. No, we can't. Can't be there.
They could just be on in the background, volume all the way down.
Oh, no.
Just leave it on, whatever.
No. That's not how that works.
Either that or everybody's going to have their phones out, like watching the dadgum game. Kind of like Easter morning where two of my kids have their phone sitting on their leg watching the Blues game during church. Oh, my gosh. I was like, are you serious right now?
I mean, they were praying. They were praying for some Blues goals.
Yeah.
What is up, Mid-Mo? It is the Cosmo and Cat Show.
Morning.
Can you name or identify who the voice of Smurfette is going to be?
Let's go smurf that wizard up.
Oh, man. That's a deep smoker's voice.
That's not a great clip to decide to tell you who the voice is because that's Rihanna.
Let's go smurf that wizard up.
That is crazy.
That's Rihanna.
Does not sound like her.
I know. Katy Perry. Katy Perry was the voice of Smurfette in the first 2 animated live-action Smurf movies.
Yes. And this is like a whole new, I mean, I think the vibe of this one is going to be completely different. Because, like, if you think about the soundtrack, all the artists on the soundtrack is like Tyla, DJ Khaled, Cardi B, Desi Trill. I think this is going to be bumping. Well, it's going to be awesome.
Rihanna has a new song, and it's on the Smurf soundtrack. Friend of mine. Yeah.
That's so cute. The full song drops tomorrow, and then the movie is coming out just in time during the summer for the kids, July 18th.
Can't wait to play the new track for you tomorrow morning here on the Cosmo and Cat Show. Papa Smurf is in the movie, of course. Voiced by, oh my gosh, brain fart, St. Louis, John Goodman.
Yeah, Dan from Roseanne, I was going to say.
Remember the Roseanne show? So that he's the Papa Smurf. And he was the first one to hear the new Rihanna song, Friend of Mine.
What'd he have to say?
Yeah, Papa Smurf, what do you think?
That's what I call a banger.
That's a banger. Okay.
That's what I call a banger.
It's Cosmo and Cat Show. So, Cat, you know what I'm going to be when I surprise my best friend with some free tickets to go see Wicked the movie?
What?
You're gonna be popular.
Why did I not see this coming? Oh my gosh. I am not on my game, apparently.
Man, Wicked is going to be back in theaters, y'all. You can go see it again in the movie. If you didn't go to see it in the theater last time, it's back in the movie theaters in just a couple weeks, actually. June 4th.
For 1 day only. 1 day only back in the theaters.
This is what I love. They are putting a movie back in the theaters just so they can release a trailer for the sequel of that movie.
I know. I'm so stoked.
What a flex, man. That's seriously, that's a big play, but obviously a huge franchise with this, this movie and the musical, the whole thing with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. And we already told you earlier this week about the special that's coming to NBC and Peacock.
Yeah, they are Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are singing all the songs from the first movie and debuting some of the ones from the second movie. And it is, I mean, if I could just sit there and listen to those two sing like all day, every day. It just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That's going to be in November, right before the sequel hits. I know you've already got it marked off on the calendar at home. It's like red X.
Oh, heck yes.
On November 21st. Going to the movie. Ah!
This is Cat Chat on Y107.
He's in love with her, but her son is making him miserable. George has been dating Susie for about 6 months. The son is 12. And he hates George, has told him over and over, up and down, just how much he hates him, and then threatened him if he tells anyone that, he just threatened him. We'll put it that way. And so George did have a private conversation with Susie and her ex, the kid's dad. And they have tried talking to him, but nothing is changing. In fact, it's getting worse. So George is like, I'm in love with Susie. How is this going to work? What do I do? How can I win this kid over? And so Sierra from Columbia, you've got some experience with this?
I went through some of this with my daughter. Don't react to his reaction. So bring it to the feeling and help the kid feel safe. And I would say try that give it another 6 months if you're really invested. In taking him out, maybe alone, say, I know I'm not your dad, but and tell the mom, say, I want a date with him. Take him out by himself. Ignore his declarations of hatred and meet it with kindness consistently. That's what I think.
That's very well done. Very well said.
Yeah, and I think there is something to ignoring the way that he acts or whatever, and just quietly, consistently showing him that he can act like that, but it's not going to change anything, and it's not going to make you hate him because it's a test. He's testing George big time right now.
Yep. Jump in on Cat Chat. What do you think, blended families? Let's go.
Having some issues? Cat can help you out with the help of our listeners. Cat Chat starts now on Y107.
It's really, really hard for kids in a divorce situation. And so anytime parents split up, we're putting adult-size problems on these kids' shoulders that they have no idea, nor is their brain even remotely matured enough to be, or developed enough rather, to be able to handle something like this. So I think that, I actually have to admit I was this preteen jerk to my stepmom. I let her have it, man. Mm-hmm. And my parents did try to teach me, or they let me face the natural consequences of disrespecting people. And so I wasn't allowed to blatantly disrespect, but I was allowed to get my feelings out. And they also put me in counseling, which is huge, huge, huge for any family, especially the kids going through any kind of split up or divorce or anything, because we have to give them a lot of direction on how to navigate every single feeling they have.
Yeah, because on the other side, it sounds like Bio Dad probably has a new significant other. So on the other side of the coin, he's got quote, a bonus mom potentially situation or whatever, and all kinds of emotions going on at 12, Right.
And so here's what I will tell parents who have split up that hate each other. It doesn't matter if you hate each other or whatever. There is always good. Everything is always going to come back to you and your situation too. Meaning, if you need whenever your ex needs something, like in this case, Susie, George's girlfriend, needs help from her ex-husband with their child. And he can choose to be ugly about it and be like, screw you, you get to deal with it. But guess what's going to happen whenever he is dating someone and the same thing happens with the person he's dating? He's going to need Susie's help. So are you going to, you got to choose to work together, because whatever the other person needs of you, you're going to eventually need as well. And so it is always going to come back to bite you in the butt if you cannot work together. Number 2, kids have to be directed on how to handle their feelings. And the way that you direct them, you are responsible as a parent for how your kid learns to process feelings and things. And they're going to take that into their adulthood. Do you really want to be responsible for the way that they unhealthily deal with things down the road?
We do have somebody on the line that says that they would like to add to your final thought. Are you down for 10? I know we were going to wrap it up. I almost pushed the button,
sure.
But you ready, sir? Go.
I think that we should not underestimate a really good alibi. Because when you put this little kid in the trunk of your car and you take him out to the desert and you kill him...
Say, wait, what?
You don't want to get caught.
Say what?
Yeah, you just got to get rid of the little guy, get him out of the picture.
Okay, stop.
And then your problems will be solved.
Are you serious right now? I mean...
What?
Is he... Hello?
He hung up. He's gone. What's up with people
hanging
up on
Are you kidding me? No.
No,
Jackass.
You're listening to the Cosmo and Cat Show on KTXY Jefferson City with Cosmo.
New phone, who dis?
And Cat.
I feel like it should be a remix.
Oh, my God.
It's the all-new Cosmo and Cat Show on Y107.
What is up, Mid-Mo? It is the Cosmo and Cat Show.
Morning.
Free money is always good, right? A little extra.
Yeah.
It's Friday, you got paid, and you look at your app and you say, it's gone. Where'd my money go? All the bills and everything. So you want to have some fun, listen to some music, and maybe even make some money? We got Rate This for you.
All you got to do to get a link and get into enter and win some cash, text RATE, R-A-T-E, to 800-500-Y107.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trending now.
What everybody's talking about, it's trending now for Thursday, May 15th, 2025. And we start with the high-low game, talking about cash. Yeah, you can win on Rate This, which it's so much fun to listen to the songs and sing along and win some money just for doing a little carpool karaoke. But Rate This, more cash for you, starts this morning. 7:45, and every morning this week, starting today, we will play 4 times a day. 7:45, 11:45 with Carson right before he launches into that throwback lunch. And then Kira with 2 chances in the afternoon, 2:45 and 4:45. Couple things I think we would highly recommend, right, Kat? Number 1, join the YVIP Club.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, get some friends, get some family members to help play the game with you so you all don't miss guesses. Because there's nothing worse than to call in and be the 7th caller and finally have your chance to win some money on the radio and then guess something crazy whack out of the range. All because
we make fun of you then for not listening.
No, we don't make fun of you. We kindly, anyway.
Gently.
Yes. Just listen up.
Chastise you.
It starts this morning, 7:45.
Trending now.
It's been 3 years since we've heard any new music from Rihanna. Well, now Friend of Mine is out. It comes out tomorrow, and it is a brand new song featured on the upcoming Smurf movie, who happens to have Rihanna as Smurfette. Wait. And I have to say, I don't know that I've ever pictured Rihanna as Smurfette, but hey, it works.
Will this help?
Let's go Smurf that wizard up.
There you go. Yeah. Ooh, she sounds scary. So this soundtrack is totally stacked. Tyla, DJ Khaled, Cardi B, Desi Trill. It's going to be awesome. And the full song drops tomorrow, Friend of Mine, and then the movie hits theaters this summer for the kids, July 18th.
Trending now.
Well, the Chiefs already have our Christmas locked in. We know Amazon Prime, Chiefs Broncos, Arrowhead Stadium, 6:15. Now we know that the Chiefs will also be on your Thanksgiving holiday.
Oh, come on.
Chiefs at the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving Day in Dallas. And the Chiefs will be there. 3:30 is the kickoff on Thanksgiving Day. So if your family normally does the early afternoon deal there for Thanksgiving, probably changing that with the Chiefs kickoff on Thanksgiving.
And now it's time for Kat's mid-motivation quote of the day.
I love this because without hope, then what's the point of looking towards the future? So hope means hoping when everything seems hopeless.
Find and share today's mid-motivation at Y107FM on Facebook. Thanks for listening to the fun-sized Cosmo and Cat Show podcast. Be sure to like, follow, and share. And thanks in advance for the 5-star rating and review.